Howdy. Well, you just might have seen my recent video about my 1-month anniversary with the DUmmie FUnnies. And the good news is we're already pushing 150 subscribers, which is pretty damn good for just the first month. But you know what? I don't want hundreds of subscribers. I want thousands. I want hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So I got to thinking, how do I get that many subscribers in a short amount of time to the DUmmie FUnnies? So I'm thinking, well, one way that occurred to me is if I got a mention from PewDiePie himself, the #1 guy on YouTube. But guess what? Chance of that happening, somewhere between nil or none. But so I'm thinking, what can I do? PJ, what can PJ do to get those subscriptions? So I'm thinking about that last night, and I go to sleep, and I have a certain recurring dream. I've had the same dream, or on the same theme anyway, since the early 90s. It's my quantum leap dream. It's where I quantum leap into famous people. It's different than Sam. Sam usually, except for I think Lee Harvey Oswald, he quantum leaped. If you remember from the series, he quantum leaped into people that weren't famous. I quantum leaped into famous people. Just to give an example, my first quantum leap dream happened sometime in the 90s. And I went, whoosh, and I opened my eyes, and I'm sitting on the ground cross-legged, and I'm wearing a thick diaper, or looked like a diaper to me, thick white diaper. Oh, what the hell? You know, and I could see from my arms, though, that I'm a grown man. I said, what the hell grown man is going to sit out in the sun, hot sun? So I look around, and there's thousands of people also sitting on the ground. They're all wearing, like, white robes and stuff. Fortunately, the woman sitting next to me, she had a hand on her. So I said, excuse me, I just need your mirror for a second. She, oh, yes. So I look, and I go, oh my God, I was Gandhi. I'm in India. So I said, excuse me, what's the deal? I'm in the sun here. That's what I told the people next to me. I says, can you, I think I'm having a little bit of sunstroke. Can you just briefly tell me what we're doing here? So they explained to me that we were on a hunger strike to protest the British occupation of India. So I said, okay, great. But then I'm not feeling so good. Why? What happens when you have a hunger strike? You're hungry. You haven't eaten. I'm starving, you know? Hey, fine, the British, getting rid of the British, okay, very noble purpose, etc., etc. But more important is I'm starving. So I get up and I says, excuse me, everybody here, I'm Gandhi. I just want to tell you, I have decided to end the hunger strike as of right now. That's cool, you did your part, but we have to end it sometime. So it's over, and I'm hungry as hell. I'm going to go grab myself a T-bone steak. Well, if you know anything about India, that's a big no-no. Eating a T-bone steak in India, especially from their leader. So at that point, the crowd suddenly forgot all their grievances against the British, and they started rushing me, Gandhi. It seemed like they're about to tear me from limb to limb for, saying that I wanted to go grab a T-bone steak. Fortunately, I quantum leaped at that moment out of there. So, whew, what a relief that was. So, keep that in mind. Last night, I go to sleep, and I have another quantum leap dream. Just to give you a little bit more background on the quantum leap dream, my last dream that I had, the last quantum leap dream that I had was a couple of years ago, where I quantum leaped into somebody. I'm at a desk, a writing desk, and there's a typewriter or a sheet of paper, and there's a bunch of papers next to it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm always somebody famous, so who am I? I couldn't figure it out. I want to know right away. Just get my bearings. So there was a mirror on the wall there. I get up, and I look, and I don't recognize who it is. I see a skinny, bony guy with thick glasses on. Honestly, didn't recognize him. So I thought, okay, maybe I don't always leap into somebody famous. But, I had to figure out what the hell am I doing here? Why am I? So I look at the paper that's in the typewriter, and it says, and I can't understand it, Willie, and it's written by a character called Linda, and then nothing after that. It's like the writer couldn't figure out what to write. So I'm wondering, what the hell is this? And I can't understand it, Willie. So I look at the manuscript next to the typewriter. I see a bunch of papers there, and I look, and on the front page there, I see it says, Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. I'm going, oh my God, now I realize who that bummy guy was I saw in the mirror. I'm Arthur Miller. And he's stuck. He can't figure out. This is the end of Death of a Salesman. This is the end of the play of Death of a Salesman. You know, Willie Loman. So I'm thinking, okay, I think I know this. I think I can help him. So I start typing. I'm going, this is fantastic. This is like, come on, this is the most famous modern play, right? And PJ, am going to finish it for Arthur Miller. So I start typing, and so he wrote, she wrote, and I can't understand it, Willie. I put the last down payment on. I'm typing. I put. Let me think. I put the last payment on the house today, and there'll be nobody home anymore, or something like that. And then I says, today, dear, we're free and clear. We're free. We're free. Oh, I'm about to finish it. Just 2 more lines. And then I hear a voice down the hallway. Artie. What? It sure sounded familiar. It was a really sexy voice. And I hear it again. Artie. And then the voice again. Artie, it's our wedding night. Where are you? I need you. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that voice, I know who that is. That's Marilyn Monroe. And how great is this? I'm finishing the greatest play in modern history, and I'm having my wedding night with Marilyn Monroe. How cool is this? This is the greatest dream I've ever had. Or at least the greatest quantum leap dream. Probably the greatest dream. So I yell out, I go, oh, Marilyn, I'll be with you in just a moment. I just got 2 more lines. So I real quick, I type, we're free, and then I hear, Artie! I had 1 more line, but you know what, the hell with it. So I jump out into the hallway, and I'm like, eat your heart out, JFK! This skinny dork is gonna be there first. So I start running at full speed, and I see the open bedroom, and I see Marilyn with her open arms to me, Artie, and oh my God, this is so great. So I leap into the air to be with my, towards the bed. And guess what? Could you figure it out? Yeah, I quantum leap at that moment out of it. Yeah, and what happened? Because I had to finish his play, I missed out with Marilyn. So keep that in mind for what I'm about to tell you. So last night, I'm struggling. Like, how I'm thinking, how do I get subscriptions for the DUmmie FUnnies? It's killing me. So I go to sleep, and I had, since the Arthur Miller quantum leap, I had another one last night. I go, and I look up, and I see people, they're on their knees, and their heads are down, so I can't see their faces. I'm going, what the hell is this? And I'm going, hello? Nobody's responding. They're all like this, on their knees. And it's like I see a big giant buffet table in front of me. So, oh, okay, great. This is a lot better than the Gandhi thing where there was no food. Here there's plenty of food. I think I'm going to snack. But before I do, hey, you know what? I got to find out who I am. So, luckily, there was a big mirror on a wall. So I turn and I look and I go, oh my God! I can't believe this! I'm the fearless leader, the great one, Little Rocket Man. Yes, this is North Korea. I'm Little Rocket Man. Oh my God! I wasn't like Arthur Miller where I didn't recognize him. I knew right away who I was. Oh my God! So the guy with the medals and the big saucer type hat, I says, hey, you, look up. What's going on here? What could you give me the date? I had to get my bearings. What's the date? He goes, oh, blessed leader, it's May 1st, 2019. I go, wait, May 1st, 2019. So I didn't quantum leap into the past. I quantum leaped into the future. That's unusual. So then I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, what a great opportunity. I says, what's happening? He says, oh, you'll have to go review the troops, it's May Day Parade. I'll go, yes, May Day Parade. I'll go out and watch the troops. This is going to be kind of cool and watch all those goose-stepping North chicks. But then I thought, wait a minute. Is that all I'm going to do? This is a fantastic opportunity. So then I thought, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to tell everybody. I says, I hereby declare the end of communism and socialism. Oh, and also our Kim dynasty. That's all over. I'm resigning. As soon as I give the speech, all the generals are fired, and I declare there be free elections to democratically decide who your next leader is, because I'm a complete fraud. So, I give credit to the great President Donald Trump for making me see the light, because I figured, hey, not only will I make Korean people free, but this will really help Donald Trump's re-election. So this is fantastic. But then I started thinking, a little voice in my head says, remember what happened when you were Arthur Miller and you didn't take a certain opportunity? I go, yeah, that's right. Because you got to think, I have to think about PJ here. It's great. I can free, I'm going to free all the prisoners from the labor camps immediately, but that has to take a back seat because I had something much more important to do. So I tell the general, I says, listen, right now I command you, you better do this within 3 minutes or you're going to face an anti-aircraft firing squad. I want you to get me a big poster board, big white poster board, and a magic marker. Do it now! And a guy, he doesn't even stand up, he runs. I never saw somebody run faster on his knees. He runs out on his knees. A couple minutes later he returns, and he's got a big poster board and a magic marker. So I says, okay. So I take the poster board, I write something on it. And I'm going to show you in a second what I wrote. So we walk out to the reviewing stand, with all the troops and everybody coming by. And here, I'll show you what I wrote. This was great. This is what I wrote. I held this up because you've got to remember, the news cameras are all there from all over the world. They're trying to see what's the new attitude now in North Korea. It's going to be all over, front page news everywhere. So I hold up the sign, subs to DUmmie FUnnies. And I'm thinking, oh, this is so great. This is so great. So anyway, I do that. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Come on, are you kidding me? This is the most famous, it's going to get everywhere, everybody. I was going to get hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of subscribers to the DUmmie FUnnies. But then I quantum leaped out. So I'm back in myself and I'm happy. I says, oh, this time you finally did what you say. It wasn't like the Arthur Miller thing. You got something important done. And then I realized, wait a minute, you actually didn't, because guess what? That was just a dream. So I'm like really depressed, but then I'm thinking, wait a minute, maybe I could actually make this a reality. Why don't I go to North Korea in time for their May Day parade? And I'm thinking, last year it was less militaristic. They had like a lot of civilian people walking, waving and stuff. So I'm thinking, maybe I should go to North Korea and get signs, make up a whole bunch of signs like this, and then like hand them out to like the people in the parade. Not the goose-stepping North chicks, because it's kind of hard to goose-step and hold a machine gun at the same time, and then this. You can't do that. But, all the people with the flowers and stuff, yeah, you can do that. And maybe I can even convince one or two generals up on the reviewing stand to hold it. Who knows? Or maybe, oh my God, maybe even the great leader, or whatever you want to call him, the little rocket man, he'll go, hey, what is that? Don't hog that sign. I'm gonna hold it up. Subs to DUmmie FUnnies. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe I should go to North Korea, because think about it. There's not very many Americans there. I'd be like a celebrity just by being an American. So how tough would it be to get people to hold up signs? Hundreds of signs like that. I think I can do it. Now, there's a downside to this. It's not all happiness. The downside is the North Korean officials just get pissed off at me, and they sentence me to 10 years of hard labor at a work camp. Yeah, that's not too good. I don't think I can last a year there. A week wouldn't be so bad. It's a good opportunity to slim down, whatever. You lose 20, 30 pounds. But no, that's too risky. That's pretty much of a risk. So, okay, so balanced is on the plus side. I could get hundreds of thousands of subscriptions for the DUmmie FUnnies by that, or what I do in North Korea. On the negative side, I spend the next 10 years and probably forever, because I ain't coming out of there at hard labor. So let me ask you guys there, what do you think? Should PJ go to North Korea to get subs to DUmmie FUnnies? Let me know. Oh, and by the way, since I have hit 100 subscriptions, my URL is now personalized. So if you want to just type it in, it's just youtube.com/DUmmie FUnnies. So let me know in the comments below what you think about my idea. I know it sounds crazy. There is a huge downside to it, but hey, you know what? The upside is a lot of subscriptions. See you guys later.